On our next guest, it's the Royal Rumble, it's the podcast Jam Fest. Who will it be? Who do you think it's going to be? Let's find out.
Happy birthday.
Mandy Clarke.
How you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
Mandy Clarke, legendary bassist for Bombskare and KT Tunstall, which are slightly different, but both just as cool.
Yeah, totally. A wee bit different, but yeah, good fun. I miss them both a lot right now.
Mandy, you were on the show very early on, I think, lockdown, because we're now on our 100th show, and I reckon you must have been on episode, I don't know, 14 or something like that, maybe about 14 days into lockdown. What's changed since then?
I'm back at work, so yeah, I'm back at day job, and also like I'm teaching a bunch of people, so it's pretty cool. What about you? Your birthday? I'm going to be interviewing you. Remember?
Well, you came up with a brilliant idea that maybe I should be the guest, and all the guests should interview me.
Yeah, totally.
So let's do that. Let's do that just now.
Okay.
What are you got any questions for me?
I've got loads. I've even written them down.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm ready for it.
First one, have you had a fun birthday?
I've had a very fun birthday. I was expecting, the whole idea of doing a dystopian online birthday party was horrifying. Yeah. And then I got the amazing news of the GoFundMe thing. I ended up going out and having food. That was amazing. And even wearing a mask on a train, it was very bizarre, but it was kind of fun. It was like playing a game.
Awesome. Okay. Second question. What's your favorite animal? I'm starting with easy questions and then we'll get onto the weird shit later.
Favorite animal? It depends on the animal, I would say. So like, I wouldn't want to say my favorite animal was a dog, because there's good dogs and there's bad dogs out there. And the best dog would be my favorite animal, but a bad dog would not be, if that makes sense.
Okay. What's your favorite thing that you do every day? But it's your favorite thing that you do every day.
The favorite thing I do every day is at 7 o'clock, about 10 to 7, I share the link to you call.
An American psychiatrist called it audio stimulation.
You call that video?
That's my favourite thing that I do during lockdown. I'm sure I would probably have other things better, but
mine's brushing my teeth.
Brushing your teeth?
Yeah, I mean, you do it every day, and I really like brushing my teeth.
Is it good? Well, if brushing your teeth is so good, do you think that maybe there should be more, like maybe do it once an hour? Or do you think that you can have too much of a good thing?
I think you might ruin your teeth. You might thingy the, whatever it's called, off.
The enamel.
Enamel, yeah, you might brush it too much.
Like your favourite enamel.
Yeah, and then you got no teeth. Okay.
Where's the line though? Because people are saying, look after your teeth. Look after your teeth. They always say, just look after your teeth, and your teeth will look after you. But you just look after them too much, and then you could actually strip the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah, you could murder your own teeth.
Don't murder your teeth. If you want to join in on the chat on Twitter, the hashtag is don't murder your own teeth. Next question.
Next question. Okay, so this has got a specific answer. You have to guess the number. So how many more times will Boris Johnson be stupid this year?
15 times.
15? The answer is actually 56, sorry.
Oh shit, I got it wrong.
Got it so
Hashtag
wrong.
don't murder your own teeth.
Okay, your friend has made you 3 cheesecakes for your birthday and you have to eat a slice of one of them. So the flavors are strawberry and quail's eggs, salted caramel and tuna, or chocolate and raw beef. Which one do you choose?
Well, the quail's eggs is a problem for me because, I don't know if you're aware, but because of the Overheard in the West End page, I made a whole, almost a career out of slagging people in Waitrose, moaning about the lack of quail's eggs. And during lockdown, it reoccurred as well. So I've got to avoid quail's eggs. So it's tuna and...
salted caramel or chocolate and raw beef.
I think I'll just go for so the tuna's well, it's raw. I mean, tuna is raw, isn't it?
It's like a can of tuna, but it's all in amongst it. You can't pick it off.
I'll go for the tuna. Because I don't know about the raw beef. Like I like the idea of raw beef and chocolate would probably taste better. But is raw beef not dangerous?
I don't know. Well, do not eat raw beef. Well, they eat kind of what was it, like blue meat or something in France and stuff.
Well, they do. I mean, Kai back in for that. Kai, where is she? Oh, she's gone. No, she's not there. Sorry, she's not there. Yeah, there's the blue meat thing, but I think that comes down to. I read up on that. Is it dangerous to have the blue meat? And apparently, it is dangerous if you get it from a shite place. But apparently, it's only posh and good places that sell it. It's what I call it.
You're not going to get sick.
You're not going to get sick if it's done right.
Yeah. So this is
it's what
I learned. True or false? Aliens are coming this year.
I think the aliens are coming this year. I think if you'd asked me in February, March, I would have said no. But I think that the aliens are coming. I think the aliens are probably already around us, and they're about to reveal themselves. Is what I'm thinking now. And I wouldn't have said that, but things are this. I think we're living in a bad season of a failing TV show. So I think they need to ramp it up a wee bit. And I think the only way to do that is new aliens.
New aliens. New and improved aliens.
New and improved aliens, yeah.
Would you rather never be able to play in a band again or only be able to play with Coal Chamber?
I don't know who Coal Chamber is.
Oh, really? Oh my God. So they had that song called Big Truck. So bad, so shy. It was like.
Well, let's find out. Wait, we've got copyright issues that might appear here, but let's try it out. How famous are they famous enough to sue me for slagging them? They're not that famous. They're not that famous. It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's hear a little bit. Maybe if we just play a second of it. I'll need to decide. Because
it's a big one.
I mean, I think it's really important to answer this question because the idea of never playing in a band again's terrifying. But the idea of playing in the same band over and over again every day of my life is horrific as well. Oh, I don't like the look of them. Nah. Yeah, I just need to retire. Yeah, no, I just the faces, and then I heard that it's the worst of both worlds. No, I would rather just do podcasts and just play that. No, again. I don't. I only had to listen to a few seconds. Not for me.
Yeah, but they're still going actually, and I mean they must have been like what when they're 20s there, so that was like 20 years ago. So like in their 40s, and they're still singing songs about big trucks.
Well, if they need a new lead singer, I'm not available at this point. But I suppose if we ask this question in a year of not playing a live gig, I might change my mind. Sorry, Coal Chamber. Next question.
Next question. So this also has a correct answer. Who are the shitest bands in history?
Coal Chamber.
Yes, well done.
What is your you seem to have some sort of personal issue with Coal Chamber. What's going on there?
Why I started thinking about them. Well, I was trying to think of questions, and I was like, "Who are the shitest band ever?" And I was like, "It's Coal Chamber, surely."
Yeah, I agree. Well, even that 3 seconds I've heard, yeah.
It was like I remember my friend gave me a loan of their CD when I was like 15, and I was like, you know, when you're younger and you try and like all the bands that your friends like because you think they're cool, and even then I was like, "Oh, this is really bad." It's like proper. So next question, Fred Durst wants to hire you as his PA. You get paid loads, but the deal is you have to live with him and he goes everywhere with you for 5 years. Would you do it? And also, you can't tell anyone that you're Fred Durst PA. Everyone, Fred Durst is your best friend.
Right, okay, right. So, how much are you getting paid?
Like decent, like I don't know. Let's say
it would need to be decent. I mean, it would need to be. So Fred Durst is hanging around with you every day of your life, and you can't say that you work for him. So you've just got to pretend that it's your pal, or do you pretend that you don't see him?
Oh no, he has to be seen. He needs to be seen.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, I mean,
5 years.
The-
He'll wait out the toilet for you. He'll go to the cinema and dates with you and Joe. He'll be
yeah,
like in
no,
your
there's. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I like about Fred Durst is that game that you and Roberta Pia did with the Fred Durst game where you wrote. Could you briefly explain that game so that people will understand what I mean?
So it was called the Limp Bizkit Lyric Challenge, and basically we just got the lyrics up on our computers or whatever and tried to recite them without laughing. So we took like a verse each, and then every time we got something wrong, we drew on a stubble. But it's just fucking funny, man. I had no idea how many times he said motherfucker, and what else did he keep saying? Chocolate starfish.
Yeah, because the album's called Chocolate Starfish, but he says it a lot. Chocolate Starfish.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're actually going to show people a clip of that.
Okay.
How many more questions do you have ready?
I've just got one ready.
Okay, one more ready. Okay.
Would you rather always have a little jobby inside your shoes, or have to throw your own jobby at a stranger every day? But because it has to always be the third stranger you meet, so it could be anyone. It could be like a kid or a granny or whatever.
Okay, let me think of this. So, is there a okay? It's a stranger. So, what if the third person you've seen was your friend? Would you have to throw a jobby at a friend?
No, just a stranger.
Just
But
a
it
stranger,
could be
so someone I've never seen. So, like, how well do I need to know them? Was like a stranger, as in, you know, a neighbour that you say, I've seen them in the shop.
Nah, it has to be someone that you just never
Seen them before. So you might actually not see three people in a day.
We might not now, but eventually you will.
Eventually, like at a festival, but you only need to throw one jobby a day.
No, you only threw one at a festival, but
How wee is the jobby that's in my shoe?
just like a wee nugget. A wee nugget in your shoes.
Do you know what? I've been learning a lot about mindfulness. And I think that the new me is getting involved in mindfulness and breathing. And God forbid, even yoga. We're talking about me doing yoga. Everyone in the show wants me to do yoga. I think it would fix me. And I think if that's the new me, I can't be throwing jobbies at every third stranger. I'll have a wee nugget of a jobbie in my shoe, guys. I'll take it on the team for you guys. And you might think I'm smelly and not want to hang about with me. That's fine. I'd rather that than lob a jobbie. I mean, I think that'd be a lot. I think that'd be jail time eventually. You'd maybe get off with the first time. You'd be like, "Here, judge, I'm really sorry. I got mixed up in some sort of deep, dark, satanic ritual, and I can't get out of it." They'd maybe you'd probably get away with it the first time, but I think eventually you would go to jail for lobbing jobbies. And I'd rather be the guy with a wee nugget of jobbie in my shoe. I think
you might get a superhero name though. Do you mean like you might be for some reason you might be seen as some kind of saint, and you'd be like
the jobbie lobber. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Jobby in the back.
Oh, he lobbed it. Mark lobbed a jobbie. You must have did something. You must have did something. He's not going to just lob a jobbie for no reason. Mandy, we've got. Thank you very much. We're going to bring on. Stay with us, but I think it's time to bring on. We've got quite a lot of people in the background about to come on the show. So yeah. That's no more questions at this stage?
Not unless I make them up, and they might be even worse than those ones.
Do you know, by the way, whatever you're doing, you should start your own podcast, because we've just had 32 comments since you just started talking.
I've got one more. More.
One more, okay.
Yes, this is like more like a scenario. So like, congratulations, you have won a car in a raffle. It's an Audi. Are you A, proudy of your Audi, or B, rowdy at the Audi? Given he has such a reputation as being a sort of middle.
Yeah, I think as someone, I don't drive, so I'd be rowdy at the Audi, because all I know is all the people that I love that do drive say that the Audi drivers are bad people.
Yeah, I've heard that. There's something about it.
There's something about the Audi drivers. Apparently, everyone see anything that ever goes wrong. That's an Audi driver. That's an Audi driver that did that. And then they go, "Oh no, it wasn't an Audi driver." But you know what they're like anyway. It could have been an Audi driver.
no
have been
one,
Audi's right.
like no one that drives an Audi, like they all voted for Brexit. If you have, you voted for Brexit.
Is there anyone in the comments who has an Audi that didn't vote for Brexit? Let us know. In fact, call on the show. This is Mandy Clarke, bass guitarist of Bombskare and KT Tunstall. And I hope you've learned something from this conversation. She's going to be staying with us. But right now, this is the Royal Rumble Podcast Jam Fest, and we've got some very special guests waiting in the wings. Who's next? Joe, in fact, Joe's still here. Hugh's still here. Is there anything that you'd like to do before we bring in the next person? Kai's still here. Kai, first of all, Kai, did you understand Mandy's dialect?
I will try.
Yeah.
Kai just sent me a photo of Mark. I've just sent you a photo of Kai's hometown, Hangzhou.
Okay.
I've just sent it to your Facebook.
Okay. So let's. I'll check that out just now.
Hangzhou.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've got it. Well, this looks beautiful. And is that?
It's the most beautiful city in the world.
Okay. Let's just bring this on the screen so everyone can see it. By the way, Mandy, I've never had so many comments in so few minutes than what you just did. I think there's some heated. There's probably some, I've not looked at the comments yet, but I can imagine there's some heated discussion going on about certain things. Kai, this is where Kai's from. This looks amazing. Let's just show this before we bring on our next contestant.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So beautiful. Oh,
That's the West Lake in the middle of the city.
oh
But
wow!
it's very
The
touristic.
Mm.
And this is where we've got, and in Scotland we've got the Clyde next to some banks. No, but in the
Your
city,
landscape is
the middle of the city, though.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah,
Nice.
Scotland has the wonderful landscape that I want you to go.
Well, Kai, hopefully the next person who calls in this show is someone who works for the department that decides. There's only one way to find out. Let's just push the button and find out who the next contestant is. Okay. It's the Royal Rumble.
All right.
It's Becci Wallace.
What did I work for?
Well, I didn't say that you were. It's the whole point of this is the mystique of, who could it be next? Who could it be?
What do they know? What are they not telling us?
Well, I'm just going to bring back Hugh and Joe and Kai and Mandy briefly, just because I'd like to see what you think about the Jobby scenario. That I think, right? It was a good question. It's a question on everyone's lips. What would you do? So,
Kai doesn't. I don't think Kai knows what a jobby is.
Right,
Mark,
yeah, no, that's right. Please don't, Hugh, don't ruin Scotland for Kai. I just want, Joe, what would you say for that question?
What? So, like, if I had to have a jobby in my shoe or to throw a jobby at someone, is that what? Yeah,
that's the question. Right? Yeah.
I think I'm with you. I would have the jobby in my shoe because, like, I wouldn't want to, like. I think I was with you with the mindfulness thing. I was feeling your chat. Like, I think just
I'm a guru.
Just like have a breath and deal with the jobby in your shoe, and then like it depends who you're with, though. If you're with someone that deserves a jobby to be thrown at them, then you should just definitely throw the